How's it going? It's Nasty T, and this is part 3 of how to get better at Call of Duty. Part 1 and part 2 are linked down in the description. Today's episode is about map flow. I see a lot of videos talk about map flow, map control, but they don't really explain what they are. So I'm going to try to do that here. And map flow is basically what are the popular routes people are taking? How are people getting to A, B, and C? Where are they going to be all the time? Where do people camp? And what are some counter spots, some alternate routes to try to flank people? So camping is the most effective way to learn this. I know people hate campers. I know pretty much everyone in Call of Duty have banded together and say, alright, we don't like this, but this is very important. I have a lot of reasons I'm going to lay out here, so just sit tight and let me explain. Number one, it slows the game down. That's the biggest thing. If you're new to a game, new to a map, if it's a different Call of Duty game, if you go from Ghost to Black Ops 2, things change. So number one, it slows the game down for a couple reasons. One, if you're going to try to learn on the fly and you're just going to run out there with a submachine gun, you're going to get incredibly frustrated. Because I used to be that guy in Black Ops 1, running around that bus, running around the moving van, I don't know where spawn is, okay? I don't know, okay, we have B, let's play defense, let's get behind cover. Alright, should I attack, should I get in the house? Is there someone behind me? All these things, I don't know what's going on because I'm new to the game or I just am not an expert on this map. There's a lot of different reasons. So that's number one. It slows the game down because you can sit up here, you can focus. Okay, I have my Claymore and Shock Stick behind me. Now I can see everything that's going on in this window, and I can pick people off. Done. Number two. This started in football, college football, pro football, a little bit in high school. The offense and defensive coordinators used to sit on the sideline and try to get their players fired up and coach them up from the side, but they learned it was more advantageous to sit up in the press box because they could see the entire field. They could see, okay, this is what happened with this receiver, with the safety. They can see the whole game. And when you're sitting up in a window like this on Nuketown, okay, I can see the 4 ways across this map, and I understand this is what's popular. This is how they're getting to be. This is where they like to camp. And this is a counter route. You're going to see on my far right, I have a car, and that's pretty much the counter spot to this window, so I want to be careful to keep people away from there. Keep people from sitting behind that car because I don't want to get picked off. There's the opposite window. Okay, am I getting sniped from there? I got to be careful with that. So instead of me running around and dying a lot to figure this out, I can sit up in this window. The game's slower. I know my back's protected because of my Claymore, and I can figure out what's going on this level. Another reason this is good, I know we're camping, but we're not hurting our teammates. There's a lot of people that get in a game, and everyone knows that guy at the bottom of your scoreboard that goes 5 and 25 because he's new to the game, or he's trying out a new weapon, or he's just getting used to something. Whatever it is. It's frustrating. You don't want that guy. And if you are struggling, if you're trying to do something new, if you don't know the map super well, this is extremely helpful because you can sit and camp and not kill your team. You're not feeding kill streaks to the other team. You can say, okay, I can learn this quicker because I can see everything in front of me. That's another big reason that camping here, although people might not like it, you're going to not piss off 5 other people on your team, which is huge. Another thing, once you know what to expect, once you understand, okay, people are coming around that bus often, I can pre-aim around that. It's not me just sprinting around that. I come to that bus and I say, okay, there's probably going to be someone here. I'm going to sprint a little bit less. I'm going to pull up my gun, and then I'm going to turn the corner. And I'm just raising the percentages that I win. So this is, okay, understand map flow, and I understand this is where people are coming. I got to be ready. Let's set almost like a mini trap for them because I'm going to be here ready, and they're going to be sprinting around the corner. So there's a lot of different things you can do. Camping is the start of it. It slows down the game. You can see everything in front of you. You can improve faster. You understand the counter spots, what's popular, and you don't hurt your team. That's another big, big thing. Next, we're going to move to radar. When you camp, you have to look at your radar often because camping's kind of almost like a tower defense game. I don't know if you've ever played that. A lot of Flash websites have it, where it's basically you have a little base and you build a bunch of little defensive things around it so the bad guys don't get to you. And that is camping. You have your Claymore down. I have my LSAT out this window. I have shock sticks. But the radar is huge. It's, okay, did someone get into the backyard? Is someone in the garage? Are they coming up the stairs? Is someone behind the car on my left because that's my weak spot? And there's so many things you can do with the radar to help protect you, to keep people away. And muting the game is huge because there's so much going on. There's like the Call of Duty guy telling you, oh, there's someone on B, blah, 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 you're whatever's going on. There's a chopper inbound. All this stuff is to distract you. You don't want that. So you turn that off at first, and it forces you to look at your radar. It's, oh, we just lost B. I should have been looking at my radar more. Or I just got killed from behind. I could have seen that if I looked up because the UAV is king in Black Ops 2. It can help you an immense amount. So You need to learn. I exaggerate. I tell people I look at my radar 90% of the time, but it's almost a multitask. I'm flash looking at it all the time because it gives you a very good understanding of where the other team is. So we're camping, we're understanding the routes quicker, we're improving at a much faster rate. Once you learn to look at that radar, everything becomes easier. When you become that guy running around with a submachine gun, flying around in the middle, in between the bus and the moving van, you can flash look at your radar when you get behind cover, figure out where the next 3 guys are, pop out, take them out. So there's so many things that can speed up your development. They're huge here. So map flow, very important. Once you learn all the popular routes, the counter routes, the counter spots for camping, it's all going to be really great, and you're going to love the game because you're going to start doing better. That's pretty much all I have on map flow. That's all the big things. You're going to see me have a pretty good game up here. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to do the next video. I think next we're going to do map control, which is different than map flow. I will have another video explaining that. But yeah, part 1 and part 2 in the description, very helpful. In map flow, everything you need to know, a good description. And that's all I got. My name is Nasty T, and thanks for the view.